They're so soft and fine.
Like so many Americans, in the aftermath of Dr. King's murder, Nina Simone was devastated. She once said, "I must have cried for 2 weeks."
We want to do a tune written for today for Dr. Martin Luther King.
Just days after Dr. King's murder, she performs this song on stage. It's obviously something that's been written just within the last 48 hours or so.
Once upon this planet Earth lived a man of humble birth, preaching love and freedom for his fellow man.
This song called Why the King of Love is Dead. It's so raw. It is so intensely emotional.
Will my country fall, stand or fall? Is it too late for us all?
It's this remarkable real-time reporting of what people were feeling in the immediate aftermath.
Folks, you'd better stop and think. Everybody knows we're on the brink.
The title of the song is Why. I mean, we're starting from a question, and it doesn't feel definitive. It feels like this is what I'm going through, this is what we're all going through.
What will happen now that the King of Love is dead?
Dr. King's death was pivotal for Nina Simone. It was transformational. But she was certainly not a born activist. So through the early 1960s, her star is rising. The whole scene around what's happening in Greenwich Village, the folk music explosion, what's happening with jazz, and she's very much at the center of all of that. And she does pull off headlining Carnegie Hall in 1963. Nina is wildly excited to be playing Carnegie Hall. This is a lifelong dream, and she absolutely nails that performance. But that very same night, in Birmingham, Alabama, Martin Luther King is arrested and jailed. Lorraine Hansberry, the playwright, who Nina had gotten very close to, informed her what had happened in Birmingham and essentially pled with her, "What are you doing with this platform? There are important things happening in the world that artists need to be speaking to."
On Sunday, September 15th, 1963, a bomb exploded in Birmingham's 16th Street Baptist Church. 4 children were killed and several adults injured.
She said, "When they killed those children is when I said, I have to start using my talent to help Black people." That is the moment that Nina feels compelled to act.
Alabama's gotten me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi gone. Yeah.
It was a real-time snapshot of her fury and her outrage about this moment and this tragedy.
Picket lines, school boycotts. They try to say it's a communist plot, but all I want is equality for my sister, my brother, my people, and me.
Mississippi Goddamn was a line in the sand.
Oh, but my country's full of lies. We all gonna die and die like flies. 'Cause I don't trust nobody anymore. They keep on saying, go slow.
There was no going back. The role that she now played in music, in the movement, she was in a completely different place.
That's it.
I choose to reflect the times and the situations in which I find myself. That, to me, is my duty. And at this crucial time in our lives, when everything is so desperate, when every day is a matter of survival, I don't think you can help but be involved.
She became known for Mississippi Goddamn as a signature song, and then she meets Martin Luther King. She went right up to him and said, I support your work, but I want you to know that I am not nonviolent, which he laughed and said, you know, everybody's welcome in their way. He wanted her anyway. Nina Simone's music was central to the civil rights movement. There's a quote from Andrew Young, the civil rights leader, who says, Nina's records were the soundtrack for the civil rights movement. When we would go knocking on doors, that was what we heard playing when we opened the door.
And my back is strong.
She wasn't on the pop charts, but in the lives of that community, this music was absolutely central and essential.
An artist's duty, as far as I'm concerned, is to reflect the times. How can you be an artist and not reflect the times? That, to me, is the definition of an artist.
To be young, gifted, and black. Oh, how I long to know the truth.
There are people who see injustice, and it becomes a part of them, and they can't run from it. And I think that Nina Simone was one of those people. As Nina said, all my songs have razor cuts.
There's a world of girls waiting for you. Yours is the quest that's just begun.
There's no question that Nina Simone paid a price for the things that she was singing and saying, on stage and off stage. You do that knowing that's not the thing that's gonna get you on the Johnny Carson show. That's not the thing that's gonna get you the toothpaste endorsement. And that was hard for her because she did have that ambition. We find our inspiration from the figures who fight through struggle and don't get everything that they were looking for and then keep looking for more.
To be young, gifted, and black. Hey, is where it's
When you think of what somebody like Nina Simone was setting out to achieve, how do you live on this earth and do that when the purpose is so big, and yet that's the work that you continue to pursue? That's the flame that keeps burning. That's why we go back and look again and again.
I never intend for my children to look at me and be ashamed and say, Mama, why didn't you do something? I will have done mine.